DNA molecule, and kind of massive as a billion bacterial cells, kind of all in the same breath. If you've ever felt like you're drowning in a sea of zeros, writing 0.00001 over and over, you're doing the hard way. So today I'm going to show you how the base 10 power that makes lab math as simple as moving a decimal point. So let's title this section 1, and we'll say um, the giant numbers, right? We'll call this the giant numbers or positive exponents. All right, so we'll take a number, let's take 1 million. So imagine you're counting a million cells in a culture, and writing those 6 zeros is a recipe for a typo. Instead, we look at the number of zeros and write 10 to the sixth. This little number at the top tells you how many times to multiply 10 by itself. So we'll say 10 to the sixth, that's going to be equal to 1 million. We'll say 10 to the third, or 10 to the 3, is 1,000. So 3 zeros. And then we'll just say 10 raised to 1. That's just 10, or 1 0. So now let's look at the opposite. So we'll call this section 2, and we'll look at the small numbers, the tiny numbers. So in biotech, we will often work with these tiny amounts like 1,000th of a gram, and we write this with a negative sign, 10 to the negative 3. So let's write out our number first. So let's write 0.001. And so this is going to be 1,000th of a gram. And we would do this by counting the zeros in front of the number, and so we have got 3, so this would be 10 to the negative 3. So don't let that minus sign scare you. It doesn't mean that the number is negative. It means that the number is a fraction or a very small decimal. So let's say we've got 10 to the minus 1. This is just going to be 1/10. So 0.1, 10 to the negative 3, and we'll say, so this is 1,000, so be 0.001, and then let's say 10 to the negative 6, so that's going to be 1 millionth. So let's make sure we count these out, and we have all of our zeros: 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. Right, did we do this right? One, two, three. Yep. And then section three, we're gonna have um, the zero rule, and we'll say orders of magnitude. So we'll write 10 to the zero, which is just equal to 1. So here the rule is going to seem a little strange, but it's vital because 10 raised to 0 is always 1. So that's going to be our undiluted baseline. Scientists also use the phrase order of magnitude, and one order of magnitude is just 10 to the 1 difference. So um, if you have 10 to the 8 bacteria and I have 10 to the 5, you have 3 orders of magnitude more than me because 8 minus 5 equals 3, and that's 1,000 time difference. So let's do a little summary table down here. So if I have, so we'll do standard notation, power of 10, and we'll do the lab prefix. So if we have, let's say, if we have 1 million, right, in power of 10, that's going to be 10 to the 6. And the lab prefix, so we'll say that's going to be 1 million. If we have 1,000, that's going to be 10 to the 3. And so lab prefix, that's going to be kilo or 1,000. We have 1, that's just 10 to the 0, and that's our base unit or 1. If we have 0.001, that's going to be 10 to the negative 3. So our prefix will be milli or 1,000th. And then if we have 0.0001, right? So 1, 2, 3, 4, 5. I think we're missing a 0 here. See, and that's where we get kind of confused. Not even confused, but just we just want to make sure we have these right. 1, 2, 3. Yep. And so that's going to be 1 millionth. And you can see even I get kind of confused, like writing out all of these zeros. Um, so mastering base 10 is really like having a superpower. It stops you from getting lost in zeros and helps you stay precise during the exam or while leveling any tubes. So Keep practicing, and I will see you in the next lesson.